In 2014, Paul and I went up to Tuolumne Meadows via the yard from Lee Vining, and here we are leaving, and we went up, arrived near the store, unpacked our packs, and then went to the ranger station where we got our permit. And luckily, we could get a permit for that day to start that day, which was actually a day early, which was really great. Now, these are some pictures of Lau Canyon as we headed up for the first night on the trail, which was up around the Lyle Bridge. There's a bridge, but in the meantime, you go through a relatively flat zone, and it's really beautiful, and the river's running through, and then you have a climb, fairly steep climb up some switchbacks, and we wound up at camp up near the Lyle Bridge. Next morning we got up and started to go on the approach up to Donahue Pass, and that was our first really big pass, and that's where we leave Yosemite behind and head down to Island Pass on our way to Thousand Island Lake. And it's beautiful, beautiful trail up there. There's a picture of Thousand Island Lake as we approach, and we camped on the northern shore of Thousand Island Lake. And later on in the evening, first when we got to camp, it started pouring rain almost right away. We set up camp really quickly, and then after the rain, went down to the shore and kind of explored the shoreline of Thousand Island Lake, and went out on one of the peninsulas there. Had a good time exploring. And that's our camp right there. So the next morning we got up, and beautiful day. Nice views of Mount Banner across the lake, and we headed out on our way to the Trinity Lakes, Vivian Lakes area for our third night on the trail. Went by Garnet Lake and other lakes in the area, and headed down into the Trinity Lakes area where we camped that night. And went swimming in the lake. It was very nice, a little reedy on the edges, but very nice. Camped in the trees, lower altitude, and got ready for the next day's hike, which was going to take us over to Reds Meadow. So on day 4, we went down to Reds Meadow, past the Devil's Post Pile. And at Reds Meadow, this is where we picked up our first resupply at the store. And we also had lunch before continuing on to Deer Creek.